So yeah, I was listening to some of the different guys talking, some of the different Raider players talking after OTA practice, and I came across what Michael Mayer was saying about last year, and he had got down on himself or whatever, and had got to the point where he wasn't enjoying coming to work. A lot of people did not focus a lot on that or put a lot into that statement, but I found it profound because I was like, why? He didn't say why. All right. And then he didn't say when Josh McDaniels and company was here, it was cool. Then when AP and then was here is when I didn't want to come to work. But he didn't say that it was the other way around either. Like at first, he didn't want to come to work when Josh McDaniels and company was here, and then when AP came, he turned it around. He didn't turn it around till this season. So that means last season, I would say, even while AP had taken over, this guy was unhappy. So I started thinking, man, everybody else was happy, bro. Like, what was wrong with him? So I started going back looking at some game film. And I just started noticing that he was only like celebrating with Hunter Renfrow. Like, I don't know what Mayer's deal is, but he claims to not been happy. And then when I was watching him in film, he would only like celebrate first down catches or whatever, or even just a catch. With Hunter, man, it stood out. You guys can go back and look at it too. So this guy says he wasn't having a nice time, and then we go out and draft a tight end. Coincidence? You know, we're gonna come with a 2 and 3 tight end attack this season. I'm sure we will sometimes. Was it worth drafting a tight end at number 11 overall? 13 overall, after just drafting a tight end at the top of the second round last year? Or was this some stuff behind the scenes, man, that we don't really know about, that AP is kind of addressing and trying to get out in front of because he either heard about or sensed or whatever something going on with the dude Mayer, man? I'm just saying, man, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think it was mighty interesting. A, that he said he wasn't happy last year. B, he didn't specify when, and he did not say that when AP and his guys took over that it was better. He said last year he didn't want to come to work. This year he's kind of changed. So, you know, maybe reading something into something that's not there, but I doubt it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Also, I didn't get to say this on screen. I did do a little video tribute, but I just want to say myself, rest in peace to Jim Otto, original Raider, 00, the center, old Buckethead, helmet size 8 and 1/8. All the surgeries, man, the concussions, the amputation later on in life, he gave it all up, left it all on the field, man, for the greatness that is the Raiders, man. From the team's inception in 1960 up until 1975, he was the starting center. The AFL was in existence for 9 years, 60 to 69. He was all pro all 9 of those years, so he was the only all pro center in the history of the AFL.
Wow.
Then tacked on another 3 straight All-Pro years after he came after the merger. Also, and what I think is most impressive is he played in 308 straight football games. He never missed a game in his career.
Wow.
O-line,
No way.
Center. Unheard of today's game. So the original Raider, some of the guys that made us like this team, some of the older, more seasoned fans, I should say, you know what I'm saying? More loyal Oakland people and whatnot. This is one of those guys, the old NFL Films type dude, 00, playing center. Rest in peace, Jim Otto. Wanted to get that in there. Also, man, I'm seeing at practice, it looks like Thayer Munford is manning that right tackle. They got Dylan Parham playing right guard now. Andre James playing center. They got the dude, from what we seen at practice, JPJ is lining up at left guard, and Colton Miller at left tackle. So I feel like they moved Parham to the right side because, and don't take this wrong what I'm about to say, nation, and follow the Butters family, but you can't have 2 finesse guys on the same side, right? So with Colton Miller not being like a power tackle, he's more of a technique and finesse guy. You could say the same thing for Parham. He plays low, plays with good technique, but he's not overpowering anybody. Matter of fact, he gets overpowered sometimes. So they flipped that around, moved him on the side with Thayer Munford, who is, I would say, a power tackle. And then the new kid, who is from what I understand, a power type of interior offensive lineman. They moved him over to the kind of finesse side with Colton Miller. So to kind of balance off the offensive line. So I think that's going to be the 5 with the dude, the 2 dudes, white hair, and the other cat that they signed, interior O-line as depth. And then the new guy, the young kid, Glaze, DJ Glaze. So those 3, white hair. I can't even think of the other dude's name. But y'all know what I'm talking about. We signed him. The other guard guy. Damn, forget his name. And then DJ Glaze. Those the starting 5. So actually, I'm sorry, that's 8 linemen, right? Starting 5, Miller, JPJ, James, Parham, Munford, white hair, Glaze, the other dude whose name I can't call right now for backup.
That guy's name is Andrus Pete.
So offensive line starting to come together a little taste. But what I want to say is I told you about Munford, right? Now everybody wants to make videos and comments about Munford on their podcasts and whatnot and how he's stepping up and looks like manning the right tackle spot. I made a video 2 months ago about Thayer Munford, and I said coming out of the draft that the draft signified that they liked Thayer Munford. So just want to get that in, bro. Shout out to Thayer.
They obviously had you effed up. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe.